Coming up tonight on SLU News 22.
The Billikens take their perfect season to Cancun.
SLU thoughts on Thanksgiving.
Your Thanksgiving travel forecast.
A big weekend at the box office.
Plus national news and weather. Live from the Bush Student Center, this is SLU News 22.
Good evening. I'm Gabriel J. Golub.
And I'm Jill Swed.
Thank you for joining us this evening. The Griesa Deck Complex, which consists of Griesa, Walsh, and Clements, as well as Fuse Hall, Prulidge, and Marguerite, and DeMatteis Hall, will be closed starting tomorrow, November 26th at 8 p.m. Residence halls will reopen on Sunday, December 1st at 9 a.m. However, the meal plans will not start up again until Monday, December 2nd for breakfast. Students will not be permitted to enter these buildings during this time and should follow the closing guidelines sent to them via email.
The Frost Campus Parking and Card Services Office, located in DeBerg Hall, will be closed starting today until Monday, January 13th. Those needing assistance should visit the Medical Campus Parking and Card Services Office, located in room C008 in the Caroline building.
Sean is in the Weather Center with our first forecast. So, Sean, what are we looking at this week going forward?
Well, this morning, it was all the same. It was chilly. It was cloudy. We even saw a few snowflakes if you're out on campus, as there was especially some off to our south and east. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 30s, 34 in Waterloo, 37 here in St. Louis, 36 out at Chesterfield. Winds a little, not too bad, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Down at Sparta, it's all the way down to 32 already. Tonight, if you're out late, going to the library already, it's going to be still chilly. Mostly cloudy by 9 o'clock, 31. Drop a little bit by 30. We won't drop off too much thanks to this cloud cover, so our low around 26 degrees. We will be under mostly cloudy skies, and it will be a bit chilly. I'll have my complete forecast in just a few minutes, including what you could expect if you're traveling on Wednesday. Back to you guys.
Senior night at Chaffetz Arena will be held Tuesday, December 3rd. The first 200 seniors to arrive will receive pizza and a t-shirt before the game. Seniors will need to bring their IDs to verify their senior status. Starting at 6 p.m., graduating seniors are invited to the lower gym for a pizza party and celebration before the Billikens take on Rockhurst at 7:30 p.m.
Monday, December 2nd, the Filipino Student Association, FSA, is hosting a benefit concert in the Center for Global Citizenship to collect aid for those affected by Typhoon Haiyan. FSA is teaming up with several community and campus organizations who are interested in providing funding, entertainment, and food for the benefit concert. FSA is currently trying to see if other student performance groups would be willing to volunteer their time for the concert. FSA is also collecting donations in the BSC on the first floor in front of ABP until Thanksgiving break, which will end tomorrow.
Two of St. Louis's sources for local news are merging. The Beacon, a non-for-profit online newspaper, and St. Louis Public Radio, 90.7 KWMU, our NPR affiliate, announced Friday that the plans for a merger have officially gone through. On December 10th of 2013, the Beacon staff will move into the St. Louis Public Radio building, and the two will combine their forces to bring a more in-depth reporting of local news to the St. Louis community.
If you are in town for the Thanksgiving weekend, internationally acclaimed violinist Joshua Bell will be performing at the Powell Symphony Hall on Friday, November 29th at 8 p.m. Student tickets can be purchased in advance with a valid student ID for only $10. For further information, please visit www.stlsymphony.org or call 314-534-1700.
We will be right back, so don't go away. And welcome back. While the House and Senate have been at odds over the details of possible changes to immigration laws, they have come to a consensus that any type of reform that is done will be done in pieces. Previously, the House had refused to consider the all-encompassing immigration bill passed by the Senate. The new step-by-step reform would include methods by which illegal immigrants could more easily gain citizenship. President Barack Obama has expressed approval for this new plan.
On this past Thursday, the Senate approved a new filibuster law. This ruling ends the minority party's ability to postpone most presidential nominees. Under this change, the Senate will be able to put an end to debate on executive and judicial branch nominees with a simple majority rather than rounding up a supermajority of 60 votes. Senate Republicans accuse the Democrats of creating irreparable damage of the governing body and disregarding the constitutional prerogative of the body of advice and consent on presidential nominees.
Just recently, the United States was among a selection of countries to oppose the UN's anti-surveillance initiative called the Right to Privacy in the Digital Age. Dutch media outlet NRC published an article accusing the United States' National Security Agency of infecting more than 50,000 computer networks across the globe with malware designed to collect data and intelligence about potential foreign enemies. It has been speculated that the malware is primarily targeted telecommunications programs and banks to collect the maximum amount of information. The U.S. government refused to give a statement regarding the accusation of the Dutch agency.
Just as some of the busiest travel days are approaching, a nasty winter storm is moving across the country out of the southwestern United States. On Sunday, nearly a foot of snow fell across the northern portions of New Mexico. The system continued to move eastward, dumping freezing rain and snow across Texas and Oklahoma. So far, this storm is responsible for 13 deaths in 5 western states. This system is forecasted to bring substantial snow to the mid-Atlantic states and New England by Wednesday, one of the biggest travel days of the year. Now we have SLU-TV's correspondent Abby Para out on SLU's campus to get students' thoughts on Thanksgiving.
This weekend's Thanksgiving. Let's go see what students are up to and what they're thankful for.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is broccoli casserole.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is pumpkin pie.
I'm thankful for shampoo and conditioner.
Over Thanksgiving, I will be eating stuffing and a lot of turkey.
Just thankful for my life in general and hope that everyone can get to that point as well.
What are you going to be doing over Thanksgiving break?
Probably just watching a few movies via Netflix, hanging out with some friends, eating turkey, of course. Besides that, I'm not sure.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is definitely turkey and mashed potatoes.
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the opportunity to have higher education.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is pumpkin pie.
It would have to be the stuffing, gobble, because I'm always stuffed with it, gobble.
Mashed potatoes.
I'm thankful for my brother who motivates me every day.
I'm probably going to be in my room doing homework because I'm international, so there's nowhere to go.
Thank you, Abby. Coming up next, your work week forecast. Stay tuned. And welcome back. Meteorologist Sean Everson is here with us today to talk about our extended forecast. So, Sean?
Well, that system that dumped a foot of snow in New Mexico has moved off to the east and brought freezing rain and sleet to portions of Arkansas and southwest Missouri, and that system will continue to push off to the east and southeast. But luckily for us, we will, I guess I don't know if you'd call us lucky, we're going to see lots of cold here in St. Louis over the next few days. We'll be below normal tomorrow and Wednesday as well, and even into Thursday. So we'll see another shot of cold air move through thanks to a cold front that'll be moving through tomorrow afternoon, which will drop temperatures on Tuesday night into the teens and set up for a chilly Wednesday with temperatures struggling to even reach 30 degrees. But by Thanksgiving, we'll start to see a warming trend and hopefully get back up into the 40s. So today, look at this, 36 at SLU, 38 at Lambert, 13 to 15 degrees below our normal of 51 for this day in November, so very chilly. Tomorrow, or tonight, will be mostly cloudy, and tomorrow that cold front will be moving through, and this is the cold front that will be combining with that system to the southeast that'll be dumping some rain and snow across New England. So as this moves across tomorrow afternoon, we will see temperatures rise into the upper 30s before it passes, but when it passes, it'll start filtering in much cooler air. High pressure will set in, so we're going to see some northwest flow up to 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it's going to get cold, and it's going to be a little bit breezy as well. So if you're traveling out of St. Louis on Wednesday, if you're heading across the Midwest, it's going to be cold. If you're going out west, it's going to be very pleasant, but if you're heading out east, that system will be down in the southeast and tracking up to the north and combined with that cold front. So this low pressure system will be dumping rain, sleet, and snow all across the eastern seaboard, especially up in New England on Wednesday. So expect travel delays if you're heading out east on Wednesday and Wednesday night. But back here tonight, we'll drop down to 26 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. It will be a little bit chilly. Tomorrow, before that cold front passes through, we'll heat up pretty nicely, 39 degrees under mostly sunny skies, but the breeze will start to pick up with northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that'll allow temperatures to drop down 18 degrees on Tuesday night, and our high on Wednesday only 30. But as you can see, a warming trend heading into Thanksgiving. We'll heat up back up to 39 and then 40s on Friday and up near 50 on Saturday. So you just have to bear with the cold weather. But if you're heading out for Thanksgiving break back home, if you're headed to Omaha or Kansas City, Chicago, Milwaukee, it's going to be cold. If you're heading back up to Pittsburgh on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm expecting a little bit of a delay getting in there with my flight Wednesday morning, but we'll see how it goes. Should be a great time traveling home for the holidays.
Thank you, Sean. So next up is national news, including the American Music Awards. So please stay with us. Welcome back. Sony and Microsoft have both released their newest consoles, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One respectively, and thus the console wars has officially begun. The two major points of contention for both companies and the gaming community have been the policies on used game and internet connections. Both systems at the beginning of the console wars stated that to function, the consoles would have to have internet connection and would not allow the use of used games. After an uproar from the gaming community, both companies have retracted these statements from their plans. Both consoles have sold equally well around the world, and the only remaining difference seems to be the price, with the Xbox One costing about $500 and the PS4 costing around $400. With all this hoopla and arguing over which is worth the price, I have come to a very impressive conclusion. This season, I will be purchasing a PS3.
Well, last night, the American Music Awards were held. The big winners of the night were Taylor Swift, Justin Timberlake, and Macklemore. However, the stars of the show were the performers, which included Pitbull, who was also serving as the host last night, Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, and R. Kelly. TLC made a reunion spot, and many others. Rihanna was also awarded with the first ever AMA Icon Award. Rihanna's mother was in attendance to give her daughter this top award. There wasn't too much controversy this year at the AMAs, but the performances were quite outstanding.
The Hunger Games Catching Fire opened to an estimated $161 million in the U.S. and Canada, making it the fourth highest grossing domestic opening on record. While certainly good news for the studio Lionsgate Entertainment, the opening was not much higher than its prequel's $152 million open in 2012. By the end of the weekend, Catching Fire had left Thor: The Dark World trailing behind in second with a mere $14 million weekend. Foreign grosses will be key if Catching Fire is to be Lionsgate's first ever $1 billion movie in the company's history, a mark only 17 other films have reached. The only other movie to open nationwide was Delivery Man starring Vince Vaughn, which took in $8.2 million.
Two clerks at a family-owned grocery store in Hempstead, New York, were accused of cheating a man out of $1 million. A customer had purchased a scratch-off ticket from a lottery machine and presented it to the cashier to claim his winnings. Though only amounts under $600 were to be paid out directly from the store clerks, the cashier presented the customer with $1,000 cash. The anonymous customer inquired about the payoff discrepancy. Upon contacting the police, it was discovered that the scratch-off was actually worth $1 million. While this owner of the store claims it was a computer error, they are still being charged with grand larceny while the police conducts a full investigation.
The Billikens have 5 straight wins in their first 5 games of the season for the first time since 1997. Senior forward Dwayne Evans scored a game-high 14 points on Saturday, helping the Billikens achieve a 74-47 win against Bowling Green. The Billikens play Wisconsin in the Cancun Challenge tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. The winner of that game will advance to play either West Virginia or Old Dominion in the Cancun Challenge Championship on Wednesday. The Billikens return to St. Louis on Sunday, December 1st to play Wichita State at noon.
The St. Louis Cardinals are also making news that they have signed free agent shortstop Johnny Peralta. The signing has sparked a national debate, bringing to light the issue of performance-enhancing drugs and whether penalties currently in place are stringent enough for the league. Well, it's a big weekend here on week here on campus, as a lot of people are going to be heading home either tomorrow night, even Wednesday, and things don't look too bad here in the Midwest, but maybe outside that, Sean, things are going to be a little dicey.
Yes, if you're headed to Chicago, Milwaukee, or Omaha, Kansas City, Dallas, anywhere out west into the mountains, you're going to be great. Pleasant skies, a bit cold in the Midwest, but for Gabe, Jill, it's going to be a whole different story with that system going to be moving up the eastern seaboard, dumping rain, sleet, and snow. So if you can get out before Wednesday, that'll be key because it'll be hit right about Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So hopefully delays aren't too bad where you can still get home just in time for Thanksgiving.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Chicago's usually pretty good about getting us out of there. But all right, well, that's all the time we have for our show tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in.
And don't forget, you can always catch the latest movie reviews and news online at SLU-TV.slu.edu. Or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We will be back here next week at our new time, 6 p.m.
Have a great Thanksgiving.